for my supervisor asking how my service was.
5 stars, Angel, 5 stars.
Welcome to ScreenCrush, I'm Ryan Airy, and Jordan Peele's Nope is not your standard alien invasion movie.
This is not going to go the way you think.
Turns out the ship isn't a ship at all, it's a creature, a predator. And at the end, when you see it in its full form, you'll be asking yourself,
what is that? What the f*** is that?
Later on in this video, I'm going to discuss the film's biblical symbolism as well as the opening quote. But first, the beast itself.
Hello, beastie.
I don't think this creature is necessarily an alien. In fact, I think it may be older than mankind itself, a prehistoric being of massive proportions. That's right, we don't even think Nope is an alien movie. It's a kaiju movie. Our theory is that in Nope's universe, this creature and others like it have lived on Earth for millions of years. And apart from eating the occasional horse or cow, they've been pretty peaceful. As for the humans who claim they've been abducted, obviously, they were spat back out.
Peter, that's disgusting.
But in typical kaiju film fashion, mankind has managed to poke the bear. Peele is notorious for using his films to convey a deeper meaning, a social commentary on the current state of American politics. Get Out dealt with systemic racism and America's dark history of exploiting African Americans.
Sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
While Us dealt with class structure and the exploitation of the working poor, literally by those at the top.
They look exactly like us.
Nope also addresses exploitation, but this time the exploitation of animals.
And I slaughtered them like animals.
The film opens with a shot of a chimp covered in blood on a soundstage. It's later revealed that this chimp was the star of his own sitcom, Gordy's House. His co-star was then child actor Ricky Park. More on him and the bloody-covered ape in just a bit. The film primarily follows Emerald and O.J. Haywood, horse trainers for Hollywood movies.
Back at the Haywood Ranch as the only black-owned horse trainers in Hollywood, we like to say since the moment pitchers could move, we had skin in the game.
Now, while you could certainly argue that using horses in film production is a form of animal exploitation, O.J. Haywood and his father before him took great pride in their craft. They always treated the animals with compassion and care. This same compassion, care, and understanding of animals is what led O.J. to discovering the UFO is not a spaceship, but a living being. O.J.'s knowledge of animal behavior comes in handy throughout the film. For example, his awareness of the fact that looking directly at the creature is a bad idea.
Yeah, nah.
Eye contact, especially with creatures such as primates, can be interpreted by that creature as a form of aggression.
What are you staring at, f***er?
O.J. and Emerald's father, Otis Haywood, dies at the start of the film. His head is impaled by a coin that fell from the sky. The authorities chalk it up to an airplane waste malfunction. But of course, we know that it was the creature spitting out things it couldn't digest. Otis Haywood's death resulted in O.J. taking over the business. But to keep things up and running, he's been forced to sell some of the horses to none other than Ricky Park. Ricky owns and operates a neighboring ranch. On this ranch, Ricky has a Western-themed amusement park called Jupiter's Claim. Now, O.J. has every intention of buying back some of the horses once he gets on his feet. But when O.J. mentions buying some of them back, Ricky seems nervous and reluctant. That's because Ricky has been using the horses to lure the creature to the theme park for shows.
Are you ready?
He bills the event as an up-close and personal UFO sighting. He's exploiting this creature for profit, just like Gordy the Chimp was exploited day after day on set of his sitcom.
It's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
Until one day when a balloon popped on stage, scaring Gordy and causing him to finally snap. Gordy killed or maimed many cast and crew members, hence him being drenched in blood in that opening scene. Now, I've heard some people criticize the entire side story involving Gordy and his massacre. They said that come the end of the film, the Gordy scenes had nothing to do with the movie's overall plot, and that the scenes were essentially pointless. But they're wrong. This side plot with Gordy foreshadowed the creature's inevitable breaking point. It showed us what can happen when you exploit an animal for profit, and have no regard for their well-being.
I did not start this war.
When Emerald and O.J. discover they're in the midst of what they believe to be an alien UFO, they decide they want to capture a high-quality video of a flying saucer. They want that money shot, or as they call it, the Oprah shot. The shot that makes them millions, the shot that makes them famous, the shot that makes them a spectacle. Once they realize that the UFO is abducting horses, they devise a plan. They lure the saucer by placing a horse statue in the middle of a field. When the UFO abducts, or as we later learn, eats the horse statue, it becomes royally pissed.
I'm pissed off.
The horse statue hurts the creature badly. The next time Ricky hosts an event at Jupiter's claim to feature the UFO, it doesn't take the horse. It takes Ricky and the entire crowd of people. Here we get to see inside of what the creature looks like. The best way I can describe it is the look we got inside the Sarlacc pit in the Book of Boba Fett. The creature then flies to Haywood's house, parks itself right above them, and rains blood on their home. When Peele set out to make Nope, he said this would be his spectacle film, but he didn't just mean the size and scope of the production, but the story itself is about spectacle, and our society's craving for it. The film opens with a quote from the Book of Nahum: "I will cast abominable filth upon you, make you vile, and make you a spectacle." Now, different Bibles have different wordings of this line, but they all convey the same meaning. I will treat you with contempt and cover you with filth. People will stare at you in horror. I will make you completely disgusting and full of shame, and will put you up to be looked at by all. And in the Book of Nahum, you'll also find the Woe of Nineveh, featuring phrases like, "Woe to the bloody city. Its victim never departs. Galloping horses, of clattering chariots. There is a multitude of slain, a great number of bodies, countless corpses."
I killed them. I killed them all.
The Haywoods then reach out to a world-renowned documentarian and cinematographer to help them get that money shot. Since the creature is able to shut down any and all electrical devices when it's near, the cinematographer has to use a custom-made IMAX film crank camera. But when he gets eaten by the beast, it's unclear if any of the footage survived. With their lives now in imminent danger and their cinematographer dead, Emerald decides to kill two birds with one stone. She lures the creature to Jupiter's claim. There she releases a giant character balloon, similar to something you'd see at the Thanksgiving Day parade. She knows that since the balloon is a character with eyes, the beast will be fooled by it and drawn to it. The plan works, and the beast consumes the balloon. And remember how earlier I said the popping of a balloon is what set off Gordy? Well, the popping of this giant balloon happens inside the creature and blows it up.
It's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
But not before Emerald was able to get the money shot that they longed for. An old-timey film camera is mounted inside a well, pointed directly to the sky at Jupiter's claim. Emerald uses this camera to snap a picture of the creature.
Cheese!
The government will surely come and gather the remains of the creature, but Emerald and OJ will be in possession of the only image of this creature not blown to shreds. So, what did you think of Nope? Where do you rank it in Jordan Peele's film trilogy? Do you think the creature was an alien or a prehistoric creature that's always been here? Let us know down in the comments below, or you can @me on Twitter. And we've got an article up on ScreenCrush.com that explains even more burning questions about this ending. As always, be sure to subscribe and smash that bell for alerts. For ScreenCrush, I'm Ryan Airy.